Hey everybody, welcome back to Guys Night Live. I'm Jesus.
And I'm Jordan.
And welcome to another edition of Halloween Nights, 25 Years of Horror. Today we're going to be talking about 2011, and the movie we're going to be talking about is The Thing. Now, not The Thing from, what is it, 1982?
Yeah, I think it's 82,
Yeah, not Kurt Russell.
Not the one from the 50s.
No, yeah, not the one from the 50s. So it's called The Thing, but it's technically a remake. But it's you find out later when you actually watch the movie that it's actually a prequel.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like a remake. And I think that was the marketing where the marketing for this went wrong, because I think people thought it was a remake, and like the main character, Mary Elizabeth, I think people thought she was gonna be like the Kurt Russell.
Oh, the McCready.
And, and they thought that they were recasting her, but as the McCready, but it's not. They probably should have like came out and really said that it was a prequel.
That's true. The trailer didn't really make it clear.
No.
It came out.
And that I was a little turned off because The Thing is like one of our favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
And so when I was like, oh, they're remaking this and they're doing the gender swap and all this stuff like that. But it's not a reboot. It's not a remake. It's a prequel. So Jordan and I said this, that when we first watched it, when it first came out back in 2011, which is about almost 15 years ago, we didn't like it mainly because of the. I think, like I said, midway through the movie, I was like, I don't think this is a remake because it's different. There's a lot of similarities, but it's different. And then, I guess spoiler, if you haven't seen it, you find out that it is a prequel because the very end is actually really, really cool, because the very, very end is continuing from the very, very beginning of the Thing.
I did like what's the Star Wars movie, Rogue One, where it like ties right into the A New Hope. It was the same idea. It was really, really well done, actually.
And so I did like that out. So like in the beginning of the Thing, the actual Thing from 1982 with Kurt Russell, were they Swedish or were they those people hunting the dog and everything.
Yeah.
They are that's the story you're following from.
They're Norwegian.
They're Norwegians, yeah. That's the story you're following from this movie, which if I would have known that, then it's like, oh, that's cool. We're following that, those scientists and those, so that kind of changed things the second time I watched it. So the second time I watched it was probably, and I told Jordan this a few years ago. Like last year. Last year I watched it, and I said another thing that we didn't like when we first watched it was the CGI. It was just way CGI heavy instead of practical effects, like the original one. And when I say original one, I mean the 80s one, not the 50s one.
Right.
But the original 80s one. And because the practical effects in that one is just like...
good.
It's like the chef's kiss. It's just the coup de grace. And then this one, they just went CGI. And then like Jordan and I, as time went on, we found out that they wanted to do practical effects, but because of production companies and
it was studio interference.
Because there wasn't a lot behind the scenes of them doing practical effects.
Which is really sad, because what I read is the directors that were super stoked to pay tribute to the 80s one and do all practical effects, and they'd filmed most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I read a while ago they'd filmed like 80% or more of all the effects already, and then the studio saw it and said, no, those don't look good. We want CGI for everything.
And the CGI is just so bad.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, and I saw some deleted scenes or behind the scenes or something of the actual practical effects, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to give this movie another shot, because I saw where their actual heart was it, and then I saw that it was a prequel, not a remake. And with all that combined, I was like, you know what? Actually, it's not that bad.
I need to see it again.
Yeah, like I enjoyed it. There's a lot of similarities to like the Thing 1982 with Kurt Russell. Like there's a lot of similarities in it, but I mean, you would have to think that there should be, because they're all scientists and they're kind of doing the same thing,
right?
As in it's continuing right to the next group of scientists, and so they would be doing the same thing in different ways. So it's like it has that same atmosphere of isolation in the Antarctic or Alaska or whatever it was, and so going into it like that, I was like, you know what? I kind of do like this movie. Is it comparable? No, but I was actually more entertained and understood what they were trying to do with it. So
gotcha.
So I mean, I would highly recommend the Thing remake. The Thing prequel, the 2011 one for Halloween Nights. 25 Years of Horror. That was one of the better movies from 2011. Another movie from 2011 that I'm picking is another remake, and this one is an actual remake, not a reboot or prequel. And that movie is Fright Night. And so the original Fright Night came out, I think it was in 1986. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. 85. And so, and that one started. I think I've done a review. I did a review on that one last year. You know, it had Marcy Darcy, and then
Chris Sarandon.
Chris Sarandon, yeah. And so that one was. I mean, that's just a classic '80s vampire movie.
That's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's very fun. But the Fright Night remake stars Colin Farrell, and I always got this guy mixed up with not Jesse Eisenberg, but it's not. It stars Colin Farrell, and he's like the vampire, and Anton Yellick, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of sad because he was like in a lot of movies, and he was like a really up and coming actor, and I really liked him in a lot of movies. He was in the Star Trek remakes. He was in a movie called Green Room. I don't know if you checked it out.
I haven't watched that one. No.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, he passed away. Oh wow, I thought it was like a few years ago. It was like almost 10 years ago in 2016. It was a freak accident, and he was, I think he lived kind of like in the hills. So I don't know if he lived in like the Hollywood Hills or whatever, but his
Is
Jeep.
that the one where he got run over? Like,
Yeah,
or
so his
crushed or
Jeep
something?
like crushed him. Yeah, it was
That's right,
unfortunate.
okay.
Yeah, so he was like opening his gate, and then his car, the e-brake or something happened, and it rolled back and just crushed him, and it was like unfortunate. So I really liked him as an actor, but he was yeah. Anyways, he's the star in Fright Night, and Mick Levin, I forget his name, Christopher Mintz, he's in it. And I mean the movie, and Dave Franco's in it as well, and they're more side characters, but the movie's good. A fun watch. It's different. It's got kind of like that early 2010s, late 2000s, like remake reboot vibes. So like suburban, like white suburbia and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's definitely a fun one to check out for 2011. And the one I was actually going to review, but I realized I already reviewed it, was Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, it's one of our favorites.
It's such a. I mean, that's if you've never seen Cabin in the Woods, go watch that one.
Yeah.
Like I reviewed the Thing remake prequel because that's what for 2011. But check out Cabin in the Woods as well. That's a great one for Halloween night. So, anyways, definitely check those out, and I will catch you on the next one.
Happy Halloween.
All right, bye.
Don't worry. Hang in there.